Our first guest, Gerry Turner. Or, as America knows him, the Golden Bachelor. Gerry put himself out there a big way. He's a 72-year-old widower who went on national TV to find the next great love of his life. Since the end of September, ABC's The Golden Bachelor has taken the country by storm. Huge ratings, millions captivated, cheering Gerry on. So the Daily Beast, by the way, I saw this article, they said that The Golden Bachelor is the best dating show on TV. Right. And that's just one of the many headlines out there. Gerry is not only winning the hearts of bachelorettes, but viewers all over. We're holding our breath to see who Gerry is going to give that rose to. Take a look.
What do you want to do?
I know what I want to do. Just don't want to do it.
The conclusion of the most emotional rose ceremony yet.
I want him in my life. I want him to be with me.
Who stays
At the end of this, I could have my heart broken.
and who goes?
Oh, who says who goes? Well, guess who is staying to talk with the Tan fam? Please welcome Gerry Turner.
Goodness, this is so great.
So sweet. Do I get a rose?
So do you want the experience?
Yes. Uh-oh, we're about to cause some scandal over here. What's happening?
You got to get the whole experience
Okay,
if we're
let me
going
put
to
my
do
card
this.
down. What am I doing? Okay.
Say, Tamron, will you accept this rose? And then we always get a hug.
Okay. Does this mean we're going steady? What does this mean? Do I have to call my husband Steven?
Sure.
I mean, I can divorce Steven. We can work this out. What are we doing?
I'm pretty sure Steven's pretty happy, so.
He's cool, but I'm
just wanted
saying
you
he's
to
no
have the
Golden
experience.
Bachelor.
Yeah.
Oh my
Thank
God.
you.
How, do they have like a stack of these roses off to the side? I always wonder, where do they get them from? These are the strange questions I go through my head.
Yeah, I
Because
don't
they
know.
always look so vibrant and fresh, not like the ones I buy.
Yeah.
It smells good, too. Gerry's like, this lady's insane. I am, Gerry. Okay, I got to ask you, everybody's talking about the fantasy suites that's coming up. And the executive producer of the show was quoted as saying, the phrase knocking boots will be thrown around.
A little bit.
Would you like to tell me more?
Well, so. Maybe it's a Texas euphemism
I'm from
for
Texas.
intimacy.
Yeah.
Right?
It's for euphemism for intimacy.
Right. But the misdirect is that really wasn't what those fantasy suites were for.
Oh.
I found the fantasy suites to be the perfect moment to connect intellectually and emotionally with these women, where I couldn't have conversations basically in front of our grandchildren.
Yeah.
Because when you're on camera and mic'd, everything is in front of your
Right.
grandkids.
You have your daughters encourage you to go on the show. You have 2 daughters and 2 granddaughters.
Right.
Beautiful family. And this crew encouraged you to put yourself out there to try out for The Bachelor.
Yeah, they kind of pushed it.
What did they do?
It was a nudge.
Sounds like they pushed.
So the ad came on a couple of years ago, before COVID, about doing this show. And we were texting back and forth during a Bachelor season, sort of making fun of someone, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And they said, Dad, you should do this. And I thought about it overnight and decided I would respond to the ad.
Only overnight.
Yeah.
That's very bold. I mean, but I love that because we know your backstory now. You were married 43 years to your high school sweetheart, Tony. Shared a beautiful life together.
We did.
And deciding to enter this next chapter and put yourself forward. That's why the show is so successful. People want the ability to look at life optimistically even when you've gone through tragedy.
Yes. I mean, the show is about hope and heart and humor and putting yourself out there and being willing to take whatever comes. And it's been a very positive experience for me.
Well, yeah, because I just read a quote. Well, you said it on the show. I didn't even read the quote. That you're in love with the final 3 or falling in love? Because I was confused. What's the difference in falling in love and being in love?
I'm not sure, but I will say this, that those 3 women I was in love with, or I loved them, however you want to say it. They were unique, genuine women, and by the end of my journey, I realized, of course, that only one of them was the woman I can't live without. But
well, that's because, you know, I read that Trista Sutter, the first Bachelorette, she told you, don't look for the woman that you can live with. Look for the woman you can't live without.
Exactly.
I love that.
Yes. And I kept that top of mind as I went through the journey. And again, it's like, I loved those 3 women. They were unique, wonderful.
You loved 3 women at the same time?
Yeah, yeah. I don't see
I think that's fine. I'm team go for it.
There's a level of affection that doesn't quite make it to that person who you want to spend the rest of your life with.
I mean, you think about this. You put yourself out there to go on this show, having the love of your life, transition, and then you find yourself in love with 3 women. Nobody could make this up.
No, but the important thing to remember is that by the end of the journey, I had discovered that only one of those 3 women was right for me.
Okay. Oh, that's very interesting. Okay, because you started out with 22 women. You narrowed it down to 3, which we said Faith, Teresa, and Leslie. Okay, who is which one? Faith. Okay, somebody in the audience says, I feel like we're at bingo. Yes, Faith. Faith on Q15. Faith is 61-year-old high school teacher. She loves horses, free spirit, from Washington State. Teresa's 70-year-old financial services professional who also lost her spouse. So you have that in common. People say she's a personality, big personality in the show. And then Leslie is 64-year-old divorcee, fitness instructor. But you had this rule about distance. I know, like, was it 30 miles? Simmer down up there. Oh, it's 30. You said that you were looking for someone who needs 60 miles.
60.
But they all live further than 60 miles.
Yeah, so that was the interesting part then on the fantasy suites. One of the very first things we talked about is how do we compromise? Because obviously you don't want to go through all of the sacrifice of what you see in the show, only to find that you can't live with someone. You may be in love with them.
So you're saying you're willing to move where they are, or they are going to move where you are?
What I'm saying is compromise comes in different ways. And I have looked at different parts of the country to live in, and the person that I...
You sure are coy over here.
I don't want to give the attorneys any more work.
I don't want to give them work either, but you found yourself open to moving?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a headline. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah.